Hello, my name is Cameron Frullo, and today I will be talking about Star Wars The Force Awakens, the seventh film in the Star Wars anthology. The film was directed by a man called J.J. Abrams, who is a famous man in the media community. He was born in New York City and he was brought up in Los Angeles. His parents were both TV producers, so he knew what it was like to grow up in the media world. He initially wanted to be a dentist, but decided to study film at university instead. He is well known for his involvement in the Star Trek trilogy, directing Mission Impossible 2, being a massive part of the Lost TV show, and of course directing The Force Awakens. The film is produced by four massive companies: Bad Robot, being J.J. Abrams' company, Lucasfilms, being George Lucas's, Imaginarium, and of course Disney. George Lucas was the director of the previous 6 Star Wars films, but decided to sell his company to Disney. The Star Wars trilogy was never supposed to go ahead, as George Lucas never planned to do so, but after he sold his company, he stated that he would not do any more, but allow Disney to. The filming started in May 2014 and lasted around 3 months. The film was released 18th of December 2015. The film was filmed in 6 countries and had a budget of $306 million gross and a net budget of $258.6 million. The box office income was around $2.06 billion. Star Wars is one of the biggest franchises of all time, and the release of Force Awakens was a guaranteed hit, meaning that Disney knew this was going to make them a lot of money. There were 2 main audiences for the Star Wars Force Awakens, and that was sci-fi lovers and a Star Wars fan base. The film was shot on 35mm stock. They filmed on film to give the film an older and more genuine look. This would have pleased old Star Wars fans, as it was the way the old films are filmed, so may have given them a nostalgic and original feel. Now I will be moving on to my trailer review. The trailer for Star Wars Force Awakens was released October 19th, 2015. It was a huge amount of news for Star Wars fans, as they were not expecting it at all. There have been many Easter eggs and little hints that the film's coming out, but this was the first official news that it was actually real. Now I will be talking about the trailer itself. From the very beginning of the trailer, we can see a person in a headscarf and goggles. They look very post-apocalyptic, appealing to the sci-fi traits. They're also wearing goggles and what seems to be a staff on the back of her back. This resembles what looks to be like a handle of a lightsaber. This will please Star Wars fans, as they have not seen a lightsaber in many, many years. The second shot of the trailer is a long shot of a woman walking across a desert-like setting with a round droid. This instantly gives the viewer a sense they are watching a Star Wars trailer, as the droids are a common thing to see in Star Wars film. The woman is also carrying a staff, which is slightly resemblant of Darth Maul's double-ended lightsaber. The landscape is similar to the ones we've seen in prequels, especially for fans of Phantom of the Menace, as Anakin grew up on Tatooine, a desert-like planet. The shot of the stormtroopers standing in a row will give many older fans a nostalgic feel, as they are very used to seeing the stormtroopers standing in line and in order. It then cuts to a stormtrooper taking off his helmet. The helmet has a blood hand on it, and he looks concerned and sad. The shot is a medium close-up, so he can really see the expression on the man's face. He then states, "I was born into this world to do one thing." As he is a stormtrooper, we can assume that, as an audience, that this means to kill rebels. This is unusual, as we have never seen a stormtrooper take off his mask before, and we have never seen the actual face of a stormtrooper. Fans will want to watch the film, as they will want to know why this stormtrooper is so important. The stormtroopers' helmets look new and improved, making them look slightly more rounded and smooth, compared to the older helmets being more square and rigid. The next clip we see is a TIE fighter falling from the ship. The TIE fighter is a classic dark side ship that is seen in the original trilogy. This once again will give older fans, and possibly some younger fans, the nostalgic feel, as they see something they can recognise. We can see the ship falling towards the Sound Planet, which we can assume to be the planet that the woman is on at the start. We then cut to an establishing shot / long shot of the man that was wearing a stormtrooper outfit, looking across the desert.